She was about to walk out and leave him, but he was quick to grab her arm. Valerie, I mean it when I say I want what's best for you. Then you should stop talking to me from now on. I am sick and tired of always saying goodbye to you without you meaning it. I am marrying Gael now. No one, not even you, could stop me. And one last thing, we can never be friends. Nailabas niyang galit na nasa dibdib niya. Siguro nga hindi tamang sumama siya sa bakasyon na to. Between her and Lawrence, there will be never just friendship. Palagi may bahay na nakaraan nila because their past was not a joke. They were friends but they acted more like a couple than anything else. So now she has to set boundaries and to never talk to him again. The feelings will always remain. So if she wants to straighten her path now, she had to stay as far as from him possible. They can never go back to just being friends. 4 years ago. Congratulations, bro! Cheers! Sigaw ni Archie. Kasalukuyan silang nasa penthouse ni Lawrence, enjoying a bottle of champagne in the company of women. Nagdala ng mga babaeng kaibigan si Archie to celebrate Lawrence's promotion as the CEO of One Pacific Airlines. Gail was also there but he was busy lip-locking with a model friend brought by Archie. Woohoo! Sigaw ng isa sa mga babaeng naroon. Lawrence just smiled at them as all as thanks. This was the after party already. Nagsimulang party kanina sa mansyon nila kasama mga magulang nila at ang major shareholders ng airlines nila. They were at his balcony overlooking Makati skyline. He stood up and stared at the wonderful midnight view. The air was cool and perfect for a celebration, but something seemed to be missing. Valerie was not there. Nag-away sila a few days ago. She was so mad when news about him came out na tumatawid ng kalsada sa BGC habang kasama isang lalaki, celebrity actress sa bansa. Their photos were all over the tabloid na nakita yun ni Valerie. He sighed in disappointment. He did not understand why she would get mad over him eating dinner with an old friend. Nagkataon na sikat to, kaya marami ang paparating-parating sumusunod. Inubos na lamang ni Lawrence ng isang lagok ang natitirang champagne sa baso at pagkatapos pinatong yun sa table. By all means, continue the party and stay here. Wika niya sa grupo. No one looked at him. He missed his little Valerie who was probably still mad at her. I'm off. You guys, enjoy. Paaram pa ni Lawrence sa mga ito. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't ruin the place. No one even bothered to look at him so quickly, he grabbed his keys and left. In just about 20 minutes, he was right outside the mansion of the Blancos. It was 1 in the morning and Valerie was probably asleep. Kinuha niyang smartphone at tinawagan to. About 5 rings and a sleepy Valerie was probably asleep. Kinuha niyang smartphone at tinawagan to. Hello. Hey beautiful, are you still mad at me? There was no reply from the other line. I'm outside your house. Open your balcony door. I'm climbing up. What? No! Mariing sagot ni Valerie. I'm already asleep. You can't go up. Valerie, we haven't talked for 3 days. I just want to see you. If you want to get late tonight, go bother some other girl. Sigaw nito sa telepono. I just want to share good news. I got promoted finally. I want to celebrate it with you. Valerie's line was quiet. She had to let him in. She, of all people, knew how much he wanted this promotion and how badly he worked hard for this. Valerie? He pushed, checking if she was still there. I just opened my balcony door. Come in. She calmly said. That made him smile and made his heart swell. At the end of the day, whether he had a tough week or some good news, he always wanted to tell her. She had always been his best friend. He never could imagine a life without her. It has been about 2 months, almost 2 months na, mula nang sumama si Valerie sa bakasyon na yon sa yacht ni Lawrence, and since then, she has not seen him or talked to him. Pinanindigan niyang desisyon na hindi na magiging parte ng buhay nito for good. It is true. They can never be just friends no matter how much they try. Nasa mall si Valerie ngayon kasamang best friend na si Margot. So, hindi pa rin tumatawag? Tanong ni Margot sa kanya. She was looking through the neckties on the counter. It was supposed to be Gal's birthday tonight pero parang wala itong plano mag-celebrate with her. He has been MIA for the last week. Ni tawag o text wala. Ang huli lamang nitong sinabi sa kanya ng isang araw, may emergency itong kailangan asikasuhin. She even went to Gal's office but he wasn't there. She is getting worried about him. Gal had been such a good friend the last couple of months. Ito ang taga-alo ni Valerie kapag nalulungkot siya at kapag wala siya masyadong ginagawa. No one knew about her and Lawrence except for Gael, kaya nagpapasalamat siya. Ganito, imbes na magalit ay inuunawa niya ito. They have agreed to push through the marriage. They both agree that friendship is a good foundation, but more than that, they are hoping that one day, they grow to love each other as more than friends. Di pa man yun nangyayari sa ngayon, she cares enough for him to push through with the wedding. After all, wala na siyang ganang mag-date at manap na ibang lalaki. Naniniwala si Valerie na tama palaging desisyon ng mga magulang niya para sa kanya. No, he hasn't called yet. I think he's busy. I'll just call my brother to ask kung may surprise party silang inihanda for Gael. What do you think of this tie? Tanong ni Valerie kay Marco as she pointed out to a midnight blue tie. Her friend just shrugged. But isn't it weird? May emergency daw na inaasikaso. I don't want to bother him. Pero as his fiancé, hindi ba may karapatan ka? Marco, I am his friend above all else. Yes, we have an agreement to get married, but I don't want to intrude in his life. I'm just here if he's ready to tell me anything. He is like that to me. He listens and understands, so I want to be the same person for him. Kung ano mang pinagdaraanan niyang emergency ngayon, I'll give him space to deal with that. Hay, di ko na lamang ipapayo ko sa'yo eh. You'll have a relationship with Lawrence only to get married with someone you did not actually love. So ano? Guidance counselor ka lang para ng fiancé mo ngayon? She just grabbed 3 neckties na nagustuhan niya and continued walking towards the other counter of her belts. Maybe love is a privilege only for the few. Di na ako naniniwalang para sa lahat yun. As long as I'm happy with my life purpose of helping other people, that's enough to keep me contented with life. Napailing na lang si Marco sa kaibigan. Hindi ko alam kung dapat pa kitang inominate bilang santa sa Vatican, but Valerie remained clueless. Tinext si Valerie to kung may surprise party para kay Gael tonight. She called her mom instead. Hello, Ma? Yes, Iha. Are you still in the office? No, Ma. I just want to ask if Kuya is there. No, he's not yet back from work. Ang alam ko, dadaan muna siya kay Gael tonight. But all he said. So there's a surprise party after all, and Gael is back in the city. Pero bakit di mo lang siya sinabihan nito? She made up her mind. She's going to gate crash that party. If Gael is in trouble, then as his friend, he can reach out to her. It was around 9 in the evening na makarating si Valerie sa building ni Gael. His unit was on the top floor at kilala naman siya ng receptionist doon kaya mabilis siya nakataas. So she took the private elevator to Gael's penthouse while carrying a box of cake as her gift. The ride was long, but her heart was beating fast. For some reason, pakiramdam ni Valerie, nakikita siya ni Lawrence tonight. Well, hindi naman maiwasan yon. They are in the same circle. And Lawrence is a good friend of her brother and her fiancé. Pero hindi niya alam kung bakit ginusto pa rin niyang mag-ayos ng todo tonight. Ganito ba talagang feeling kapag makikita mong ex mo? Well, technically, he's not an ex-boyfriend and more of an ex-fuck buddy. The elevator's door opened. The penthouse living area was familiar. Ilang beses rin siya nakapunta dito the last couple of months. She stepped out of the elevator to see no one else inside until she heard some noise and laughter coming from the balcony. Kaya naglakad siya papunta doon and true enough, Gael, Lawrence, and her brother Archie were there, in the company of unfamiliar women. What caught her attention first was Lawrence. His tie was nowhere to be seen and a few buttons on his midnight blue long-sleeve polo was undone. His hair looked carefree after a long day of work at may hawak itong glass of wine while looking at the woman across him. May inis na nabubuo sa dibdib ni Valerie and just to control herself, she decided to stop overanalyzing the situation and just dive right in. Hi guys, you're all having fun without me? Masayang bati ni Valerie sa mga bisita ni Gael. Everyone turned around to look at her, but her eyes were fixed on Lawrence. His eyes were shocked to see her, but she clearly saw how he looked at her from head to toe, clearly checking her out and appreciating the view. Lawrence was the first one to stand. Weren't accepting you. Well, it was because it's a surprise. She held up the box of cake she was holding. Happy birthday to my dear fiancé, she said and smiled. Gael also quickly stood up and went over her to kiss her on the cheek, accepting the box of cake. I didn't know you were coming, he whispered to her ears. How are you? I just wanted to check if you're okay, she whispered back, sincerely concerned for his well-being. I will tell you soon, was all he said before leading her to the table with everyone. Sit here, Valerie, her brother Archie said, pointing to the vacant seat beside him across Gael. She smiled and did so, not taking his eyes off Lawrence, who was also intently looking at her. Oh, we have new company, she said, looking at the 2 unfamiliar women with them on the table. Is Lawrence collecting women out to parade in front of her? Nagsawa na kaya to kay Cassie. Do you have secret younger sisters I don't know about, Gael? She joked. They are my friends. These are Alondra and Selena. Sinasabi na nga ba niya? This man is really a man whore. All she couldn't believe he would date college girls. They both look so young. This should be illegal. Oh, I never knew you liked college girls, younger than you. I like them young. Why not? He joked, but no one else laughed. Hi, I'm Selena. Mabilis na pakilala ng babaeng katabi naman ni Archie. Hey! Hi! The girl Alondra meekly greeted her. Valerie knew she could be intimidating if she wanted to. She is a rich heiress after all. Pero naawa naman siya sa dalaga kaya nitian niya ito kahit papaano. And to make the air lighter, she suddenly coaxed everyone. So, what are we waiting for? Let's drink. I want to make a toast for my childhood friend who is now a special person in my life. I hope this new age and year brings you more joy and success. You're only just starting but I can clearly see the fruits of your labor already. I toast to your greatness, Kael. And everyone clicked their wine goblets and drank. Thanks for that. Pero napansin ni Valerie hindi umiinom si Alondra. Why didn't you drink? You don't like wine? She really doesn't drink, Gael said. So you knew each other? I thought she was Lauren's friend. She is, but I mean, Lawrence bring her with us all the time. And I've never seen her drink ever, Gael answered. Lawrence bring you into this group all the time? I never knew he had someone special. She replied, now shooting dagger stares at both Lawrence and Alondra. She just wanted to leave at this instant. Nakarma yata siya sa pag-gate crash sa party na to. Perhaps this is why Gael never bothered inviting her in the first place, because Lawrence would be there with his latest toy. I also want to make a toast. Archie stood up, pero hindi narinig ni Valerie yung sinasabi ng kapatid niya. Her eyes are now laser focused on Lawrence. This guy. Valerie could not remember how much tequila and wine she had. She only remembered coaxing everyone to take tequila shots. She was so mad at Lawrence sa sunod-sunod niya ang shot ng tequila just to forget the pain. But also she wanted to punish herself. Akala ni Valerie okay na siya after 2 months of not seeing him. But there he was with a new girl and now she's back to zero and hurting. Drink this. Utos ng isang baritonong boses sa kanya. She can see Lawrence handing her a glass and some pills. Nananaginip pa rin yata siya. I don't want this dream, she whispered. Valerie, drink this kung gusto mong mawala ang hangover mo. She opened her mouth as instructed, just to find out if the pills can cure this intense headache, hammering her head. It was an innocent act. He put the pills on her tongue, then helped her up with a glass of water. She was about to close her eyes again to rest nang biglang halikan siya nito. He seemed to like it as his lips descended down her jaw to her neck. His hands have gone up her dress. I miss you so bad, she heard him whisper. It almost felt real. It feels real that she suddenly opened her eyes. The ceiling of the room was wooden with drastic lightings. Wait, this isn't her room, and the bed is not hers. It suddenly dawned on her that she's wide awake and she's Lauren's penthouse. She tried to cover herself ng kahit papaano na lamang. The headache was starting to subside thanks to whatever pill she drank, and now she was staring at the half-naked Lawrence in front of her on the bed. Ano ginagawa ko dito? She asked, dumbfounded. She looked at his clock and saw that it was 6 a.m. So it wasn't a dream. You were drunk, was all he said. I thought we were in Gael's, and she was trying to remember what happened. I brought you home but you said you did not want your parents to see you drink, so I brought you here instead. Where's my brother? Ito dapat na nag-drive sa kanya pa uwi. He is also dead drunk, but I dropped her off Selina's apartment. He lost in a dare to Selina so he has to live in there for a week. Huh? What dare? Wala na talaga si Valerie maalala sa mga sinasabi nito. Never mind, was all he said as he stood up. I guess you are awake now. So you're planning to take advantage of me when I was half asleep? You pulled me in. I was only going for a kiss. What would Gael think? Hiyang-hiya si Valerie sa sarili ngayon. So he really hasn't told you yet? That asshole. He cursed angrily. She looked up at him with hatred. Makikialam na naman ba kami sa dalawa? Leave him, now. What? Are you crazy? Valerie, he won't push through with this engagement, believe me. She stared at him like he has gone crazy. It's hard to believe me, but I'm sure he won't. He has other priorities now that he has to handle. She tried to push him away to stand up, but his hold on her was firm as stone. No, you're not going home now, he said. Look, kung may problema ka kay Gael, just tell him. Wag mo kong idamay. Gael has gotten another girl pregnant. Diretsang balita ni Lawrence. Her jaw dropped at the news. Where's my bag? Huh? I need to call him. Where's my bag? Lawrence stood up to get her purse on the couch and handed it over. The call with just Gael ended at di siya makapaniwala sa narinig. He got a girl pregnant on his first day back in the Philippines, and the woman was Alondra, the young girl she was hating on last night dahil akala niya babae ito ni Lawrence. She was able to breathe now. Lawrence did not have anyone. Alondra was Gael's girl. She knew it was weird to feel relieved now kahit na nakabuntis na ibang babae ang fiancé niya. Lawrence was staring at her. Nakaupo pa rin to sa kama across her the whole time she was talking to Gael. Why are you such a kind-hearted person? Was all he said. As I said, Gael is a good friend. He was the only person who understood for me the last few months because no one knew about us, only him. And now it's my turn to give him the support he needs. But don't you at least hate him for not telling you? He has his reasons, she answered. Gael has always wanted his father's approval and she knew that. That's why nag-aalala si Valerie ngayon dito. What if his father finds out? He has worked so hard to acquire the position he has now in their company. Napailing na lang si Lawrence. I am such a bastard for abusing your kindness before. Tinilingan na Valerie to at tumango siya. Yeah, I can sometimes be quite gullible, but anyway, thanks for letting me sleep here for a while. But I need to go home. Marami pa akong aasikasuhin. It is Gael's party at the Alegre Mansion tonight. Are you seriously thinking of marrying him? Galit na tanong ni Lawrence. Gael and I will still talk. Valerie, mahal niya si Alondra. I can see it, so it's better if you just stay away. Gael needs me in the party. Darating ang pinakamalaking investor nila tonight. And hearing that Gael would marry Blanco would help seal the deal. I just have to be there and appear in his arms. That's all. What do you mean? You agreed to being used? You know he will break the engagement sooner or later to marry her. Gael is a friend. I'm going to only help him. Isaba is not taking advantage of me if I'm freely giving my help, right? You of all people know how much I love helping people. Ikaw rin na mapapahiya if you go through with this charade, Valerie. She just shrugged. Drive me back home, please. I need to prepare for tonight. He did not listen. I did not want to see you being used by somebody else. I will kill Gael after this. Instead of pulling her up to bed, he pushed her back and crashed his lips on hers again. Ano ba? Stop! She ordered him as his hand and body pinned down her arms, so she stayed strapped beneath him. He silenced her with a tender kiss, coaxing her lips to open up to him. She has never been kissed for 2 months now, but it was really because no one has ever kissed him other than him, and she could not bring herself to kiss another guy since then. The truth is, she missed his kisses. It was full of connection and spark, like he was pouring out his soul to her, and that is why she always felt captivated by him. Lawrence has successfully removed her dress in the way, and she has pulled down her underwear. Do you want me to stop now? Oh, how he was cruel. How could you tell him to stop now? No, she whispered back. He smiled at her before kissing her fully on the lips again. At dito na po nagtatapos ang kabanata ng ating kwento. At sana'y muli niyo po akong samahan sa mga susunod pang kabanata. Maraming salamat po. Ingat po tayong lahat.